being here today to celebrate the special day of these two lovebirds here. I'm very happy to preside over the only 5 minutes of the day Melissa didn't plan. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Emily, Melissa's older sister and maid of honor. If you happen to forget my name, though, you can just call me Melissa, as our parents have used our names interchangeably for as long as I can remember. In fact, just a few hours ago, I was told to check on Emily, to which I responded, "Oh, she's 3 mimosas deep. She's good. We should maybe check on Melissa, because she's walking down the aisle soon." I'm kidding, it was only 2. My mom has me on a strict mimosa watch today. No, not that mom. My second mom. Yes, Melissa is my younger sister, but she's also been a third parent to me growing up. I didn't just need mom and dad's approval before going out, I also needed Melissa. And with her seal of approval, she'd follow me to the door, saying, "Make good choices," as I got into the car. And when I ignored her, she would be there to catch me coming in past curfew. I would have gotten away with so much more if it weren't for her watching my every move, as little sisters do. Melissa, I'm so glad we didn't kill each other growing up. And I mean that jokingly, from fights over stolen sweaters and fake tiaras playing Pretty Pretty Princess. And I mean it literally, from the one time I was allowed to babysit you and forgot I had pizza in the oven and the whole house full of smoke and you had to run to the woods. I think that was the last date night out mom and dad had for a while until Adam had an opening in the schedule for babysitter. Really though, I want you to know it took me 3 weeks to write this speech over and over, and I couldn't think of anything perfect enough to describe or to define the kind of sister you are to me. You have laughed with me during my brightest days, and you have cried with me in my darkest. I want you to know that despite you being my little sister, I have always looked up to you. Your faith is unshakable, your excitability is contagious, and your determination is awe-inspiring. I am the woman I am today because I have you as my sister. And while we may be quite different in a lot of aspects, we are also so similar. We both have the diet of a 2nd grader and could live off of chicken tenders alone forever. We both love to sing, though I don't like other people to hear me, and Melissa loves to let the whole neighborhood hear her when she's in the shower singing. And we both hate whispering. Yes, really. I didn't learn that we had this in common until recently. So now I'm thinking this must stem from when we shared a room together back in the day and would get in trouble for being loud past curfew, or past bedtime. I'd be reading Twilight in the dark, being like, "Oh my God, Edward is so cute. I wish a vampire would fall in love with me." And Melissa would be like, if I woke up in biology class with some creep, or if I woke up in the middle of the night with some creep from biology class watching me, I would not start dating him. I would call the police. And that pretty much sums up why Melissa's the one getting married. Which brings me to this dashing fella over here, seated next to my beautiful sister. Peter, I couldn't have picked a better match for my sister. And I mean that very literally. If you haven't heard this story yet, let me humble brag real quick. Long story short, I took control over Melissa's Hinge account, and I expanded the mileage out to 100 miles, and I found Peter. To summarize his profile, it involved Manchester United, books, and Sunday Mass. It was love at first sight. Of course, dating during the pandemic had its own set of challenges. I remember on their second date, they were on a hike when it started to storm. They came back to the house and were hanging out on the porch. Melissa came in and said, "Do not invite him to stay for dinner. I don't want him to think we're moving too fast. I don't want him to think I'm crazy." Well, he stayed for dinner, and they were engaged 6 months later. Peter, thank you for letting me third wheel your dates when I was single. Thank you for going on 15-mile hikes with my dad so I don't have to. Thank you for your calm demeanor during family game nights. I'm thankful there is at least one person who won't yell at me when I inevitably table talk during code names. I just get up, and I really shouldn't be talking right now, but it's okay. And most importantly, thank you for not only meeting Melissa's incredibly high standards, but far surpassing them. My mom prayed for a good Christian boy for my sister, and God really delivered. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you by association. Welcome to the family, little bro. Now let's all raise a glass for the newlyweds. May, for better or worse, be far better than worse, and may the love you feel today be multiplied over your lifetime. To the bride and groom. Yeah.
That's up there as one of the best Maid of Honor speeches I've ever heard.